Hello, Taurus, and welcome to this, your December 2024 reading and predictions. My camera is on an angle. That's kind of funny. Let's see. Can we straighten it up? Whatever. All right, Taurus, let's dive right in. Is that where we're going? No, we're going over here. Okay. So let's take a look at where you are at now. What's going on for Taurus? For those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking. We are going to take a look at where you are at now. We're going to take a look at what you don't see coming, what you are focusing on. We do have a card that flipped over here. What's unexpected? Wow. Taurus, holy cow. Ah, okay. Taurus, you have three major arcana cards that have come out. First three cards of your reading, where you are at now at the end of November. Holy smokes. The first card that you have coming out is the Tower. The Tower is a card of endings and new beginnings, sudden, unexpected. Um, the Tower card kind of depicts like major natural disaster type endings, but we know that when there's a major natural disaster, as much as it is shocking, it is overwhelming, it is sudden, it is unexpected, in the end, people rebuild and they often rebuild better than what they had before. So, this is telling me that as you've come into the month of November and as you're coming out of November, you have experienced some kind of ending in your life, which has opened things up for new beginnings because the very next card you have in your reading is the Fool. And the Fool is the zero card from the Major Arcana of the Tarot. The Fool card is the epitome of new beginnings. There is no other card in the deck that speaks more loudly to new beginnings. The other cards that speak to new beginnings would be the four aces, and you also happen to have the Ace of Swords coming in. And the really beautiful part to all of this, Taurus, is that you have Temperance. And Temperance is about balance. It's about finding your center and saying, yes, something ended. It ended tragically, suddenly. Oh my goodness. And yet, from the ashes, I am going to rebuild, and I am going to rebuild stronger and better because I have found my balance. Wow. What a way to start off a reading. Okay, let's dive into what you are focusing on and where you are putting your attentions. Moving into December, especially with all of this new beginning energy. Oh my goodness, another major arcana has just jumped out. It is the completion card. It is the card that is also known as the World. And participation, yeah. Okay. We have the completion card coming in. This card corresponds to the World from the Major Arcana of the Tarot. This is about the ending of a cycle and a new beginning. It's about leveling up on our soul lessons. It's about seeing the final piece of the puzzle in a big lesson that we were meant to learn in this lifetime. That's what you're focusing on for December. You're focusing on closing out a soul lesson, leveling up, moving into new beginnings. Wow. Before I move on, this may look like the ending of a long-term romantic relationship. It may look like the ending of a best friend type relationship so that you are making space because perhaps the friend relationship or dynamic was toxic. Who knows? It could be you finally saying, I'm done with working for a big corporation. I'm going out on my own. It could be you saying, I am done fighting, kicking, screaming, trying to build my own business every day. I'm going to go and get a job and work for a big corporation because that's what resonates for me. Either way, it is about a huge, huge, big shift. It is about divorce, ending relationships. It is about no longer having that bestie on speed dial because something happened. That's, this is all tower stuff, but it is about learning. It's not just about the ending and the new beginning. This card is about learning those deep lessons from the ending. Okay. You have the control card. This card corresponds to the King of Swords coming in. This is the card indicating that as much as the Tower may seem like something that is sudden and unexpected, chances are you probably in some way, shape, or form manifested it. You probably already could foresee. I mean, let's face it, people don't wake up one morning and just go, yeah, I think I'm going to get a divorce today. I think I'm done. I think I'm finished, right? People don't just end long term best friend relationships like that. It just doesn't happen. Chances are the seeds for your tower moment were laid months ago. And it may still seem like it was sudden and unexpected. It may still seem like it came out of nowhere, but it really the groundwork was already laid for it. And that's what the King of Swords is saying, is that, in hindsight, once you learn this completion lesson, this world lesson, you then have the skills to say, all right, yeah. The King of Swords can also be about accountability, and that's where I'm going with this. It's about control, but it's about accountability. It's about knowing your own boundaries, setting those boundaries, right? We've already talked about boundaries. It's about knowing that you want to start something new. This card is about also accountability. We can't level up in our soul lessons unless we're accountable to what's going on. So that's what this king is here for you. And then you have the participation card. This is the Four of Wands. This is about finding your new community after the ending. You're moving into this new beginning, but you're going to have some community. You're going to have to participate in your life. And there you go. Let's move into difficult influences. What do we got going on for difficult influences and challenges for Taurus for December? Difficult influences for Taurus. Yeah, more Major Arcana. Oh my goodness, Taurus, the energies that are coming in. Oh, okay. I'm using the same deck, the Light Seer's Tarot. There we go. The Light Seer's Tarot. And your first three cards that came out for you were Major Arcana, the Tower, the Fool, and Temperance. Whoops. Okay. In your difficult influences, you have three more Major Arcana from the same deck. The fact that this many Major Arcana are jumping out for you, Taurus, the energies that are moving through at this time for you are huge. I have not seen anything like this before in a reading. So let's dive in. Difficult influences. You have the devil appearing in your difficult influences. Now, I can tell you, Taurus, this is the last video that I'm recording of the 12 zodiac signs for December. You are the last one. Last but not least, of course. You are probably the fourth, maybe even the 5th zodiac sign to have the devil appear in difficult influences for December. I will tell you the same thing that I've told everyone else. The devil is about temptation and ego. In the context of your reading with regards to ego, the devil is asking you not to fall into a place of being egoic during a divorce, separation, disagreement, whether the disagreement is with family members or with a coworker or with a bestie or with a spouse or soon to be ex-spouse. Do not allow yourself to fall into being egotistical about the breakup. It is what it is. They have their path to walk. You have your path to walk. The devil is also about temptation. During the month of December, we all know that there are holidays coming up, holidays from a variety of different religious backgrounds and beliefs, but almost all of them involve food, alcohol, overindulgence. So this card coming up, the devil coming up, and difficult influences during December for so many people, not really surprising. You have the Justice card coming up in your difficult influences. The Justice card is about balancing those scales of justice. It can also indicate karma. It's coming up in your difficult influences, so just be on the lookout for that. Don't be speeding, don't be jaywalking, make sure you're coming to a complete stop at stop signs. All of those are common sense, but in particular, when the Justice card decides that it's going to show up in difficult influences, Taurus, yeah, just make sure that you are dotting all of your I's and crossing all of your T's during the month of December. And you have the High Priestess coming in. The High Priestess is the card of intuition. It is about listening to that sixth sense that we all have. It's coming up in your difficult influences, indicating that during the month of December, especially when we're falling into some of this temptation type energy, there may be a little bit of not listening to our intuition, not listening to that still small voice. This is the heads up that that might be coming up for you, and that could potentially lead you down the path of the devil. Listen to that still small voice. Do not overindulge. Do not fall for temptation. She will come in and she will tell you when not to do it. You have to actually consciously listen to her, though. Okay. All right. Messages from the universe for Taurus. Wow, that one shot halfway across the room. I'm going to have to get up out of my chair and go and grab that one for you. Choose love over fear. Choose love over fear, Taurus. During the month of December, you have only one message from the universe. Choose love over fear. There you go. All right. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming. I still can't believe you have 6 Major Arcana from the same deck coming out. Unbelievable. Oh, jeez. Where did that one go? All right. In what you don't see coming, your unexpected. You have another Major Arcana, the 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups coming up in your unexpected is telling me that this is absolutely about a personal relationship that you have. Be it romantic or be it a friendship, there is some kind of personal relationship that is having a come to Jesus moment in late November and moving into December. I do sense that it may have already happened by the time that you're watching this video, and the rest of December is about how it's going to play out for you, Taurus. As I mentioned, you have another Major Arcana coming in. This is the Transformation card. This card corresponds to the Death card. Again, you are not the first zodiac sign to receive this card this month. This card has been in, I would say, probably 10 out of the 12 readings. Okay. There is major transformation happening for many people. Okay. This coming up in your unexpected is actually not unexpected in any way, shape, or form, Taurus. I got to tell you. Okay. You have the Nine of Swords coming in. This is the Sorrow card. This card is telling me that during the month of December, you may move into a place at some point in time where you mourn the old. Will you mourn what you are letting go of? And then you have the friendliness card, the Two of Cups. This is about the fact that when one thing ends, something new is beginning, that new friendships will develop in place of the void that is left behind by this Tower ending. Okay. This is your reminder that when one thing ends, when one relationship ends, another one will move in and take its place. All right, let's take a look at your final general overall outcome. No, I am getting told absolutely not. I am meant to go over here. All right. Final general overall outcome. We have the Nine of Swords card coming up again for you in your final general overall outcome. All right, I'm going to take all of the cards that jumped out rather than reshuffling. I'm getting told to do that. All right, like I said, you have the Nine of Swords coming out again. Nine of Swords, as I already mentioned, is this card. It is a card of mourning the past. Okay. It can be a card of regrets, but I don't sense that it is a card of regrets for you here, Taurus. Oh my goodness, you have two more Major Arcana. Are you three more Major Arcana? Holy moly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taurus, in the entire deck of tarot, there are 21 Major Arcana cards. You have 10 unique Major Arcana in this reading. I have never, ever experienced that. These energies want your attention. Sit up and pay attention and get on the change bus. Like that bus is leaving the station. You are changing. You are shifting. Oh my God, no, sorry. You have another one. Yeah, you have 11. Okay. Final general overall outcome for Taurus. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're moving into a place of mourning, leaving the past behind. You have the Three of Swords. It may feel rather emotional at times. But when you see things from a different perspective, you have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about being able to see things from a different perspective. From the perspective of closing out a soul lesson, of having learned the lessons. When you can see it from this new perspective, then you have the opportunity to move into the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Wheel of Fortune is about the whole world breaking open, and almost any opportunity, anything that you can think of or imagine is at your disposal. Which moves me into the Hierophant, the Hermit, as your final card of your reading, Taurus. The Hermit is saying to you that by the end of December, with all of these big, huge, enormous, super fantastic energies moving through your life from November through December, by the end of December, you're going to want to take some time to yourself. So make plans for that. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you will receive notifications when I upload my next videos. Happy holidays, everyone.